would say co-production means to me is working together to achieve the best possible outcomes.
I think one of the important things for me about co-production is developing a shared understanding. So actually bringing people together to share each other's perspectives and experiences so that we can agree together what we're trying to achieve.
So I think it's about thinking really carefully at the beginning who needs to be involved in this, who is this going to impact, and therefore how can we get them involved, so we start off getting everyone's views and also getting the right people invested in it and owning it.
You know, we've all got different expertise. There's things that you can bring that families can't, but also things that families can bring that services can't. And it needs everybody around the table.
Everybody in that room is on an equal footing. Everybody is an expert in their field, but no one expert outweighs the other.
So I think it's also important to think about what co-production isn't as well as what co-production is. So it's not a case of oh, it was co-produced because there was a parent carer or a child and young person in a working group or in the room. It's about their input and their voice actually being input and being really genuinely listened to and being part of that work. You're talking to the people who are going to be affected by whatever project, service, work that you're doing, you're far more likely to get it right.
You start to learn other people's perspectives and their experiences, and it just broadens your knowledge and brings it all together for a more cohesive experience, so then the right choices can be made with strategies and putting everything into place and hopefully supporting everyone.
We started with creating surveys together, and so we created a pupil survey, we created a parent survey, and we created a school staff survey, and with that we collaborated on the questions. We'd share in draft form and then we'd discuss and we'd make any changes, and again very open, very transparent. That sort of going forwards we'd created the right environment in order to have that collaborative working.
As the groups are starting, we're seeing actually the relationship between parent carers themselves they're really creating bonds and sharing their experiences, and in turn the school staff that are actually present, they're hearing the other side to the coin that they don't always hear, and it's providing the school staff with a lot of context of the practical challenges that parent and carers face daily, whether that be just home life in general, getting their children into school, the homework, getting them dressed into uniform, all these things are actually big things every day for parent carers. Another specific example is with working with class. The ladies we work with are so knowledgeable and great to work with, and I feel we're benefiting from their professional experience, and I feel they're benefiting from what we're providing them, the feedback from parent carers, and they're learning just as much, that lived experience, and that's what's really shining through in this project.
My advice would be, don't be scared of it and just go for it and just do it. Even if you start really small, it then creates a change in mindset for you, because I very rarely just do a piece of work now without talking to whoever's involved, because I've realised the massive benefits of doing it.
And making sure that the people that you're involving are representative of as many people as they can be, so it's not necessarily that you just get one young person or one parent.
I think it's important to remember we're on a journey with co-production. It's not fully embedded yet, everybody's not expected to be perfect, but it's something that we all need to kind of work towards to make sure that we're improving outcomes for children and young people and families.
So I'd say please go and look at our co-production documents. We've also got our co-production handbook, which is, as the name says, is much more of a how-to guide for people who want to get involved in co-production. There's also our children and young people's co-production commitment. Also our Schools and Families Together co-production charter. So go and take a look at those first of all, and then come back and talk to us.